Hi guys, and welcome to Sagittarius season. I love this time of year. For those of you who are Sagittarians or feel attached to this energy, first of all of you Sagittarians, happy birthday. This is my rising sign, so I live for this energy. I really feel like I'm more of a Sagittarius than a Virgo. I always feel much more attached to rising signs, people's rising signs, than their sun sign in astrology. But the vibe of Sagittarius season is epic because it is full of joy and passion and optimism and possibilities and all the things we talk about in all of this feng shui. So for those of you who are new here, welcome. Thank you for being here. I just saw someone pop up who says they're new. Welcome. And this is going to be a fun one because we're going to talk about using the fire of Sagittarius season in the most productive, manifesting, abundant ways. And this is also really revitalizing to end the year and get ready for a new year. I love when this comes along, and I hope that you love it all. For those of you who are totally new, this is a very unique method of feng shui based on infinite possibility. Everything is possible, creative awakening, so that you can manifest more because you manifest through your creativity and your intention. We take away all of the fear, all of the stuff, all of the things that are extra, that are weighing down life, and really focus in on how to create a home and a life that is so much more everything. Well, it is everything that you want, but so much more of a reflection of you in the highest and greatest ways. And I know that for some of you who have experienced feng shui in different ways, you're like, wait, what about this corner? Or what about this thing? Or I was told I had to have this in a certain way. You can just declutter all of those things that have had you concerned about your home, all of the things of concern. In fact, we're going to talk about decluttering fear today in Sagittarian season, because this is a fearless season of passion. And the School of Intention is opening for early registration soon. Below, you can find the link if you want to become a professional feng shui expert trained in this one-of-its-kind in the world unique method in the year ahead. And also the free decluttering feng shui class, which is over an hour of feng shui with resources, with all sorts of things to get you ready for the new year, is below. And it's going to be starting soon. And it is the kickoff to our 9th year of feng shui decluttering together. I cannot believe it's 9 years. It's so wild. And diving into all of this decluttering, we're going to start today because this is a way to generate the most positive fire. So Jupiter is now direct, and that means expansion. And so we've got expansive energy. Mars is retrograde, which means things are more chill. It's not like wildfire, but it's also a great time to get grounded within your own sense of fire. Now, fire is it's exciting energy. It's the energy that we all love. It's passion, but you need energy to have fire. And fire can work in a few ways in feng shui and in life, in the element cycle of your life. And this is really, really important. Fire is the thing that we all reach for to make quick changes. And sometimes we think of fire and we think, gosh, it could burn too bright. It can be out of control. It can be chaotic. Now, if you're already in a situation where life feels chaotic, life feels burned out, life feels really cluttered, if you just turn up the volume of fire, that can be very distracting. It can pull you in all different directions, right? Because you're like, okay, it's kind of like drinking a giant pot of coffee or having this huge like triple espresso in the morning when you know you have a day that's completely chaotic. And then you're like, what do I do first? And you start doing things and not finishing them. And you have all this energy and you don't know what to do with it. That's not the positive expression of fire. Now, if you do feel like things are a little bit too overwhelming, too cluttered in different ways, there's too much going on at once, we're going to talk about the most positive way to use fire, and to use it in ways that are very focused. In fact, fire in its greatest expression is extremely focused. It's not sort of wildly all over the place. That's kind of challenged fire. That's not where it's flowing the most. So we want to use the energy of Sagittarian season, this fiery energy, all of this exuberance and optimism and all of this radiance and the expansiveness of Jupiter in the most focused ways. And to do this, it's really important to start with rest. Rest is the foundation of all things. If you are burned out, if you are exhausted, if you are feeling distracted and not really in your life fully, or you're not excited about what you're doing, it's time to take a rest. If you rested over the holidays, that's fantastic. If you need more rest, get more rest. This is the place to begin. And you might say, how can I rest? Sagittarius season is only until the end of the fall, and then we go into this Capricorn season of winter and everything changes. Well, this right now is the best time to rest before you dive into things, because you want to feel more you. You want to feel more of your energy. And when you're feeling, so much is going on at once, it seems counterintuitive to rest. You're like, no, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. Rest first, gather up your energy at home to make things a little bit more restful, where everything feels a little bit less all over the place. You can start clearing the clutter of things that you see. Again, the free decluttering class is going to be linked below. It's going to start soon. But just taking away the extra things that you see, the extra things that have piled up all over the place, and really clearing off so that you only see what is essential. To give you an example, I have a salt lamp on my desk that I never use anymore. I want to get rid of it. It's got to go. I can't stand seeing it. I have a few other things that are on my mantle that I don't need to see, that I want to move away and get rid of or move to different places. If you see too much at once, especially when you are in like lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of energy, this is going to be overwhelming. So restful space. And this could be easy. Just look at the things you see. Don't worry about the drawers right now, the closets, all the things. Just focus on what is in plain sight. I see something in the corner of my eye, I've got to take out to my car. It doesn't belong in my house. All these little things that can just pull your focus, pull you off. Remember, we want focused fire. You want to have all your passion focused on what you want, because what you focus on will grow. So think about that. Just some things that come to mind. Think about things in your home. Think about things even in your car that you see that you're like, oh, I've got to deal with this, or, oh, that's so much. And so you find yourself just looking away or not looking at certain things. This happens to a lot of us. This happens to almost all of us at one point or another. And so clearing every surface is going to be huge to focus your energy a lot more. This is going to be so lightening. It's going to be so fresh. Now, the other thing about focused fire is you need to know what you're focusing on. So I talked about it in the Sagittarius new moon video, which is still pertinent for all the things we're doing right now. Head over. Thank you so much. That's so sweet for the super chat. I've never gotten one before. I'm so honored. Thank you, Diana. I can't wait to read all your comments. So this is, if you head back to the new moon in Sagittarius, I talk a lot about this sense of getting ready for the new year, getting clear on things, clearing out, but also making a list of all the things that you want to finish by the end of the year. So I made a list of all the things I wanted to finish. I have it over there. I've been working off of my list and going down and getting everything done. And I finally finished. Well, it's almost finished. I'm going to put it in the comments below. Lots of you ask me constantly, what should I get for my house for EMF? What should I get for my house for plants? What should I feed my plants with? What should I get for this? What aromatherapy? What things do you like? So I have a whole Amazon storefront now that is linked below. I promised for over a year that I was going to get this done, and I got it done in one day because I put it on the list. So I hope you enjoy it. Any references you need, there's a few hundred more things going on the list in the next day or two, but it is now finally there, which is so exciting. What's on your list? What do you want to finish by the end of the year? Ooh, we're getting wild cosmic lighting again today. So this list is going to help you to focus your fire, focus your energy. The best part of intention, and this whole methodology is the school of intention. The best part of intention is that it's focused. When you take all of your energy and focus it on what you want, you can move mountains. I learned this lesson. I made an old YouTube video about it from one of the dogs, Gordy, and Gordy will stare. You'll be asleep and he'll be staring so deep, so focused. His energy is so focused on you that you will wake up. Even if you're taking a nap, you will wake up and he'll be right there staring at you until you move. That is the most powerful lesson in nature. Animals do this. They have very strong intention when they want something. They don't, nothing else matters. They don't second guess themselves. They don't go, oh, wait, I'll wait till later. They're like, give me that food, give me that treat, take me outside. There's no compromise, right? But yet for us, we start thinking, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I do this, maybe la, 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 la. All these things get in the way of our natural instinct to focus and make things happen. Sagittarian season is a time to take this exuberant energy and focus and make things happen. So be like your favorite persistent animal who wants something from you and focus your energy, and you will see how this starts to move things in new ways. Now, the big picture of this whole season, as I said, it's a big decluttering season to start the year. And the real things of decluttering so that you can focus your fire. Yes, it's the stuff in your home and the closets and the drawers and all this stuff, but it's decluttering first and foremost, things like fear. And how do you declutter fear? Sometimes the best way to declutter fear is to just face it and on a gradient. So you're not freaking yourself out, but face it. If you have something that's you've been worried about, you've been stressed about, face it. Now, if you're picking up fear from all over the place, so picking up fear from the news, from conversations with people, from all different avenues, declutter that completely from your life, change the subject, change the channel, keep scrolling, unfollow, move on. There's so much that can sort of latch on to us and pull on our energy. And what happens when your energy gets pulled on? Your fire starts going in all different directions. Your passion is not as focused. You're not fully there. You all know, it happens to the best of us. You read something, you see something, and all of a sudden you were so excited to do something. And now you're like, oh, what do I do? I better call people. I'm so worried. Let me think of all the worst case scenarios. Like all this stuff kicks in. Even if you're a super optimistic, super focused person, this can happen to the best of us. So be aware. This is an amazing time to say, okay, ending the year without this narrative, without these things. Ending the year without distractions, ending the year without this stuff pulling me in different directions. You can also ask yourself, what are some of the distractions that I have besides maybe social media? Maybe you get distracted by people calling you in the middle of the day. Maybe you get distracted by constantly checking your emails, and you can work out systems so that you're not constantly interrupted. Maybe it's shutting off notifications, reorganizing your day so that you look at things like emails at certain times. What does this have to do with Feng Shui? Everything, because where your energy goes is how life works. In your home, it's an extension of your energy. And this is where you're focused, what you're doing, the flow that you feel is impacting what you manifest. Environment is left out of the picture of most manifesting. How many of you really ever when hear about your environment in terms of manifesting outside of maybe if you've watched Feng Shui videos? No one really talks about it that much. No one talks about environment. No one talks about the creative power of environment. Now, there's lots of sort of social science being done at places like Stanford D School, where they're starting to look at the creative activating attributes of an environment. I've been doing this for way longer than that, for the last almost 2 decades. And I've seen people shift into the highest levels of their creativity by to home and getting connected to how you are using your environment, how your environment reflects you. There are some things that I've been dying to shift. And I'm like, what am I waiting for? And so if you've been holding yourself back from making a shift at home, maybe it's a really big shift. So you have to kind of save up for it or you have to prepare for it. But if you have small things that you've been wanting to do and you've been stalled in getting them done, now is the time to say, yes, let's do it. Let's finally organize the bookshelves. Let's finally paint that wall. Let's finally fix the whatever it is, the doorknob that's falling off on the bedroom door. And you will see how it shifts your energy field. Imagine that everything around you, because it is like literally a direct reflection of you. So if there are things that nothing has to be perfect, but if there are things that have been lingering and you've been sort of, well, I'll put it off. Well, I'll put it off. Now is the time to say, I'm not putting it off. I can't wait. Probably by the next live, I will have a new giant rug throughout most of this whole area. Lots of simple shifts coming and lots of things that I've been just putting off for no good reason. I do it too. We all do it. And I think it's really important when we're talking about confronting things and shifting and decluttering to know that it's a human condition. There are no people, I don't care what expert, they're lying if they say they don't struggle with certain things, that they don't have certain things that happen. I'm just being really straight with y'all. Like everyone has this. I still have things get cluttered because I've decluttered so much. I catch it quick and it doesn't become mountains like it used to, but it still happens. And in all aspects of life, letting things go is this constant evolution, right? We're constantly reaching new levels. Now, if you want to expand with this Jupiter energy, this Jupiter moving forward energy right now in Pisces, where it's at its brightest, if you want to really expand right now, it's a great time to ask yourself, how can I make upgrades to my personal energy? A lot of times people ask me like, well, what's like the secret to having the next level, the secret to everything? It starts with decluttering, and then decluttering upgrades your energy, and then all of the personal upgrades you can make. So if you are not sure what upgrades you can make, I'm going to give you some examples. Exercise can be an upgrade to your energy. Spending more time outside in the daylight in the morning can be an upgrade to your energy. And you're like, this is so simple. Yes, but it's also an investment and it's a priority. And when you prioritize these things, they happen. You start to see, wow, what a shift. All I needed to do was start taking a walk in the park every day. And now I'm so much more creative and productive, and look at all the things that are coming into my life. If I ask so many of my friends who have been leveling up over the years, constantly, consistently leveling up, and I say, what do you think the secret is? And every single person says, working on myself. not from a place of being broken, not from a place of being less than, but from a place of wanting to expand and feel more joy and feel better and better and better. And so, how can you do this? You can ask, if you'd like, for signs from the universe. So you might just kick back right now and say, I would like a sign from the universe. Please show me what would be the best thing I could do to upgrade my energy moving into 2023. And ask for a timeline. I want to see a sign. Give me some information in 2 days. Give me some information by, tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, and just be open and see what comes up. You might come across videos. You might come across things. You might be watching this right now and go, I just realized I need to declutter, whatever it is. You will see things that come to you that you go, yes, that's it. That is exactly what I need. This is the stuff that always pulls me in a new direction. This is always how I navigate things. I don't sit and think really hard. This whole Feng Shui method is not based on analysis in your mind. It's based on living a fully expressed creative life. And that's a real full body feeling. So trust in the signs that you get when you ask for them. And also, you can sit down and start writing. You can start writing out questions for yourself like, hey, I have a question. I would like to know what it is that I can do to best upgrade my energy for the new year, or for the end of the year, for the month ahead. And you might have specific questions. I'm trying to figure out what exercise I should do, or I'm trying to figure out what I should do to get organized. Where should I begin? And don't think. The key to doing this is don't think. As you're writing, write out a question for yourself. Don't think, and just keep writing everything that comes to mind. You will see the wildest things come through. You will see all sorts of energy coming through your pen onto the page. And you might be surprised. You might be like, what are these weird ideas? What are these weird things that are coming up? Why am I saying this? And don't dismiss them. Follow them. It was in these exercises, in doing these things, that I've made probably the best decisions of my life. And in overthinking, I have stopped myself from moving forward for a really long time. So if you're overthinking, if that's a big pattern for you, that's another thing you can declutter from your life as you start moving into more creative action. And if you need something to do with all this fiery energy and you don't know where to begin, or you're in a part of the day where you're like, I don't know what to do, start cleaning your house, or start throwing things away, or start dusting, or doing something. I'm making even more videos of all of these ways to start decluttering and using this magical sense of your home to use your energy in positive ways, channel it in ways that are going to make amazing things happen for you. I know it can seem strange to people who've never been exposed to the idea that changing your home can change your life. And especially things like house cleaning, things like, things that we were taught to dread, or they're chores, they're difficult. But I'm telling you, the more you do these things, the more you will see, from a place of joy, from a place of openness, from a place of self-care, the more you will see you feel more focused, you feel more self-determined, you feel more of your own energy, you feel more at home in your home. And this is where things start to really move for you. So there's a wild chat going on. I just want to check and see if there are any questions that were sent in. I'm so grateful that you're here, Diana. I am so, so grateful. I'm glad that you're encouraged. Wishing everyone abundance. That's amazing. I'm literally reupholstering my ottoman while listening to you. 2-year-old project. Get it done. All those unfinished projects, get it done. That's so exciting. Congratulations. I'd love to see your new chair. That's amazing. Oh, this is wonderful. Decluttering. You gave a gift of your decluttering. You made people happy. Oh gosh, I don't like hearing that. It's going to work out, Diana. It will work out. And so, as you guys all start channeling more of this energy. It is going to be amazing. And Diana, please reach out to me. We do, we send intentions. I rarely open it up here, but in the School of Intention every week, we send intentions and we channel energy to someone who needs an intention. And we've got a really good batting average. So please feel free to email me, dana@fengshuidana.com. And I would be honored to add you to our intentions, maybe even for the Wednesday ahead. And for those of you who are interested, again, in decluttering for the new year in a bigger way, please don't forget to sign up for the free Feng Shui decluttering class, kicking off our Catalyst Camp to start the year. Lots and lots of awesome things ahead. How are you going to channel your fire? What do you want to work on first? Lots of things. Before you dive into anything, I want to remind you to rest. Please rest. Make sure that you feel good before you just start diving in and moving in all different directions. It's a wonderful idea to also think about all the things you can do with your clutter, like gifting it, as people in the chat have done, selling it on eBay, all the things you have that are valuable. All of these things are so wonderful. And so on this bright, optimistic note, you can start daydreaming about, thinking about, and planning what's coming for 2023. And the biggest note when planning is to keep all the outside noise and voices away from you. As you organize, you will expand. This is the very first year that before December, and actually before the new year, I sat down and mapped out the entire year. Often people would ask me, when is this program coming? When are you going to do this? And I'd be like, I don't know yet. And that was not a way to live. And I've come to see more and more that organizing everything really expands your creativity. So planning, organizing, so many ways to focus your fire, clear all that clutter away. It's going to be an epic year ahead. I can't wait to share the 2023 Feng Shui. There's so much abundance and joy and love and real upgrades energetically coming, and for everyone. And just lean into it, trust, and have the best Sagittarius season ever. Lots and lots and lots more to come soon. My email is Dana, DANA, at fengshuidana.com, fengshuidana.com. So you can reach out to me with questions. Y'all can reach out, leave comments. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, like, share the videos. There's so many videos coming, both videos and lives coming to end the year. And I am always so thrilled to take your suggestions. I have lots of things that I want to do for the new year and to end the year, because it feels very big. Everything feels very big right now. It feels bigger than it did before 2020, in a good way, though. It feels good big. So let's expand into all of it, and I will see you guys very soon. Mwah. Thank you all for being here. Bye.